Hello, I'm Jo and I'm a clinical hypnotherapist and mindfulness teacher. I'm based in South Gloucestershire, which is roughly halfway between Bath and Bristol. Although having said that, I'm seeing people from all over the UK at the moment on Zoom and video call, which is really lovely. I thought it might be a nice idea to come on and do a piece of video about me and about what I do. I don't always talk about my main job, my day job enough, because I know really well what it is that I do, and I forget that I need to continue to tell people about it so that they can obviously benefit from what I can offer. Particularly because there are so many amazing new followers to my social media pages, and thank you so much for being here and for following me and supporting me. So, my day job, I support people of all ages who are dealing with things like stress and anxiety and phobia and health anxiety, trauma, sleeplessness, intrusive thoughts, and many, many other things. And of course, lots of the conditions that go with these things, you know, IBS, post-traumatic stress disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, and lots of other things. I support people who are dealing with some pretty severe life-limiting health conditions. How do I work with people? Well, I work with people from my therapy room, normally, online for now, but normally right here in this room, which is really lovely. And it's a lovely place to work, and I'm very lucky. I offer mindfulness and compassion-based therapy for individuals and for groups, and hypnotherapy. And today I'm going to be talking a bit more about the hypnotherapy. Clinical hypnotherapy is very safe, it's very evidence-based, it has a long history, and in a hypnotherapy session we talk about what's going on for you, and we turn that into a conversation that centres around you and what you're experiencing, and it links in certain bits about what happens in the brain when we feel or experience certain things in life and why that is. And these parts of our conversation very frequently lead to those lovely light bulb moments, those real aha moments. Many of my clients have told me that once they had an understanding of what was going on in the brain, which we'll talk to and link in with you, it gave them that power, is that the right word? No, insight, I think, probably, with just the ability to dial down that sense of worry, that worry mind. And it helped them to make some sort of sense of what was going on. And it took some of the fear away right from the outset. So this type of therapy works in a really simple way. It works on the basis that you are the expert in your own life. And this might sound a slightly odd concept, given that we're often very hard on ourselves and we don't think we're very good at doing life. And yet, if you think about it, there's nobody that knows you better than you. And although we might get stuck in certain thought loops or belief patterns, at various points, for whatever reason, we deep down have our own solutions for things. Even if only a little bit, we own our own skills and resources always. And it's my job to help you remember and to access and to tap into those skills and resources, which is why I won't ever tell you what to do. Because if I give you advice or tell you what to do, then all I'm doing really is introducing you to my resources. And my resources and go-to solutions probably wouldn't line up with yours, because we're all different, unless you like large dogs or baking scones, gin tasting, knitting ponchos for small humans. So in this part of the session, we use that lovely solution-focused conversation to explore what works for you and what resonates with you most. And we expand on that in a really useful way. The second part of the session, we use hypnosis or trance. And this is something that's just so wonderful. It's a state of really deep relaxation. And you feel calm and you feel in control and fully aware of what's going on. And it allows us to access that same bit of the brain that comes up with solutions. and it's really good at problem solving. I don't know whether you've ever been miles away in a bit of a daydream and suddenly the answer to a question, even from maybe days ago, has popped into your mind. The chances are you were tapping into that part of your brain right then. So trance is very common. We pop in and out of trance all day long. We come in and out of them naturally. If you've ever been driving somewhere and forgotten part of the journey you were driving, chances are you popped into a little bit of a trance, but you were still safe because there's a part of your brain that's active all the time to keep you safe. And so using hypnosis, it allows us to do this kind of daydreaming in a really concentrated way. And when we do that, it allows, I'll use certain words, for example, which will help you to relax and allow your brain to absorb what we've been talking about in a really useful way. And then we follow a pattern, a familiar pattern probably, that the brain likes or gets used to. And we weave in stories and metaphors and lots of other lovely things that the brain loves. And you can subconsciously begin to draw some parallels perhaps with some of the things that we're talking about, some of the things in the stories. And they help to form potential new thought patterns, which might work in a way that feels like it serves you better. It feels more congruent with who you are and what you want to do moving forward. And I also provide an audio relaxation track to support your sessions. So I hope this has given you a bit of a window into my world. And if you'd like to have a chat or to find out more about hypnotherapy, you can book a free 15-minute discovery call with me. And all you need to do is just contact me through social media or an email, and we can get that set up for you. So thanks for listening, and I will see you again soon.